Great.
Okay, so I believe we have Mr. Sigmund Freud here.
Yes.
Tammy Livingston.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. And please, hello. Hi.
You have more hair than I expected.
Yeah, you've aged gracefully, I should say.
I have.
I should actually say welcome back from the dead, and thank you for coming in to interview for this position here. And we're looking forward to learning more about you. And Ms. Tanya and Lindsay will be conducting your interview.
Oh, thank you.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I was born in May this month, there we go, May 6th. And then I was actually born in the Czech Republic. When I turned 7, we actually moved to Vienna, which became my city per se, because that's where I conducted most of my research and where I went to school, the University of Vienna. I went to become a medical doctor. And during that time, that's when I was actually able to expand and actually grow as an individual. Let's see. Yeah.
So you went to school in Vienna and
Yes.
earned your doctorate.
Yes, my doctorate, yes. Yes, I became a doctor, and I actually got my own kind of facility in order to practice. And one of the interesting things was with this opportunity, I was actually able to experiment on different patients. By having a wide variety of patients, I was able to have a sense of how to deal with different types of individuals. So.
Very good. Can I ask you, what led you to be interested in psychology itself?
As a child, I really liked school. The only downside to that was when I was in school, I was always the opposing side, the kind of the underdog. During school, I would always oppose teachers to their answers because I believed I was right. And that's because I would go to the library, and I made it my goal to actually acquire a book once a week, either by reading it or by actually adding it to my own collection. From there, I actually got Da Vinci. I got my influence from Da Vinci with his scientific ideas. I read some of Darwin's theories as well. And with this, I was actually able to have a wider understanding, not just psychology, because I actually was also interested in science as well. And with this, I just flourished.
What do you believe is the underlying cause of behavior?
Let's see. My belief is, while doing my studies, is one of the theories that I came up with was the idea of the ego, the id, and the superego. And what that means is we actually we have unconscious drives. So I came in today with 2 faces in order to explain it. So we have the id, which is the childlike, that has all these feelings, that wants to do whatever it wants. And you will, my theories are that you will mostly have a battle between the id and the superego. And the superego is the one that represses those feelings. If we did not have the superego, we would always act upon the id. Now, the ego is myself, the person that deals with the outside environment. So constantly you have these two battling each other out unconsciously. You're unaware. And based on that, that's what makes your decisions. Like, what is it? I used an analogy once that we are kind of an iceberg. The people only see the top of you, just the tip of the iceberg. But as everybody is familiar with, the iceberg spreads out. And so no one actually knows exactly what's going on within the individual, other than yourself. So.
And that's what's controlling your behavior.
And that is what's controlling your behavior.
So what do you think is the best approach to understanding those behaviors?
Let's see. The best approach to understanding the behaviors would be psychoanalytical approach. Before my time, dreams were either thought of as divine prophecies, or they were just trash. Not many people paid attention to dreams. However, I noticed when I actually became a patient myself after my father's death in 1896, I studied myself. And I actually wrote a dream journal. And in here, I actually kept daily writings of what I would dream and my thoughts. If you guys want to take a look, I actually have it here. With those, I was actually able to come up with a kind of a wider understanding of what dreams are. For example, if you have a symbol about wolves, it's probably aggression. If you have a symbol about bees or the sun, you're probably happy. So with all those works together, I was actually able to dig into the darkest crevice of the mind and actually understand behavior as a whole.